Congratulations. So I've seen the first 4 episodes. Obsessed. Like, you're going to see me on release day. Them last 2, I'm skipping straight through. I like need to know what happens. But for the people watching, please can you just set us up, like, who you play and where we find ourselves?
Yeah, so my character is a gang leader of like it's like a young boys kind of like group. Like, they're all young and naive and all that stuff, but you know, they've been taken in by these older guys that run the streets and all that. And Tazer's the leader of these people, you know, he's smart. And he also is like very ready to do what's needed, but only out of love, because like he loves the people so near and dear to him that if anything happens to them, it's like he sees a red mist. And then he kind of just goes at it.
I did want to ask you about this as well, because I know like it's a Rapman project.
Yeah.
And obviously he has done stories about gang life before, and people have kind of fed back, you know, maybe we don't need it as much, but he has said like, I'm not going to do a story set in South London and not like reference that. So what was that like for you to kind of take on that role? Yeah,
no, I mean, well, I'm part of the people that kind of like want progression in the black film industry, but like when I read this, there's way more like nuance in this story, and like it is really about love. Like with Tazer, you see him at home with his grandma in the first episode, I'm pretty sure it is. And like the way he's so different, like he's so much more respectful and everything like that. So it's more of just like a deep dive into the psychology of it all and why these people do these things. And it's not just like senseless or glorifying it.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and also Rapman just wouldn't have told this story about South Londoners without the first 25 years of his life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's just like it. And having him there as insight all the time whenever I needed him, it was so good to work on the character with him.
Yeah, I think it was really nice to show the different side to Tazer as well. And I'll come to you as well.
So Sabrina, she is a nurse. She is also like the caregiver, I say, for her sister. She's got a younger sister. Her parents have moved back to Jamaica. You know, they're retired, so she has this responsibility. She is someone who knows what she wants in life as well for her career and her family. You know, she is big on love, being protective. And we find her with these powers. She acquires these powers, and she is someone who doesn't actually want these powers. She's the only character who doesn't want them. But she has to go through, you know, these trials and tribulations, especially with her sister. Something happens that forces her to actually use these powers and come into one, you know, and she becomes this force to be reckoned with. And I feel like she has like a really great journey with that when it comes into her own.
Yeah, I loved watching Sabrina on screen. I was like rooting for you the whole time. But obviously you were like acting opposite Ghetts and like kind of like going at him. What was that like?
I mean, we had fun scenes together. It was really good. We was able to just like bounce off of each other.
Yeah,
but, it was
so
fun.
good. It's so impressive. Like, what can you not do? It's like annoying.
It's so wicked scene. That's
yeah, and Rodney, he's a bit of a Jack the Lad, is that fair enough? Can we say that?
Yeah, he's Jack the Lad, lovable rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a duck and diver.
Yeah.
Another one to the list.
Yeah.
He's sort of, you know, trying to make ends meet with his friend Spud. They do a bit of wheeling and dealing. Obviously, it's not really going his way. He's not that good of a dealer at all, to be fair. And then he finds himself with an ability to run extremely fast, and then that, using his business acumen, becomes his USP. You know, I'll be able to use this power for my own benefit and just deliver quicker than any other dealer, and that obviously comes with some ramifications that we later find out. But beyond all of that, he's also just someone who's got a bit of trauma to do with his personal life, and he uses humour as a mask, to be fair, to sort of hide his pain. And you know, he's got a platonic love in Spud who sees him and he sees Spud, and they're coming from the same place. And I feel like he's just got like a brotherhood storyline.
Yeah, I do love how much it goes into all the different characters. Like, you become really attached to them. And the whole time I was watching this show, well, the first 4 episodes, I was just thinking, this is so beautifully shot.
Yeah.
Like, it is outstanding. And then when I was doing a bit of research, I saw that it's actually filmed on the RE35 cameras, which is designed to show black skin in the most flattering way. And it's the first time that it's ever been used. Like, how crazy is that? What did that feel like for you guys to know that this product is going to be the most complimentary thing possible.
Yeah, I mean, having Aaron, I actually worked with Aaron before on a show called A Town Called Malice, but that was actually, I was one of the only black cast members of that show. So coming onto this now, and he told me all about the camera and all that stuff, and he always looks out for his actors, like he tries not to put us in white so much so it doesn't mess up like our complexion and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just having somebody like that on your team just makes you feel so much more comfortable in front of the camera. And just the rest of the HODs as well, like just a lot of people of color on that set, and it just felt at home. You know, we all felt like comfortable with each other and all that, and yeah, it was amazing, honestly.
That level of like care and attention as well. But I'm always thinking like this should be the standard.
That
everybody's lit properly.
It
do you know? But it must have been nice to like look back as well. Like I know there's been a lot of conversations, especially with black females, like Zendaya with the Annie Leibovitz like photography thing. So it must have been nice for you to be on the show knowing like I'm gonna come out of this looking like my true like proper self. I'm gonna be popping.
I look like they said, like working with these makeup artists and hairstylists that compliment you, and they know everything, how to work with afro hair, how to work with your skin tone, you know, they don't have you looking ashy. It's like it's a proper match, you know. And then actually getting the chance to look back, because we was able to look back on some of the things that we had shot, it was really a moment where I was like, wow, we actually look stunning. Like the camera just compliments us so much. It was a good experience.
Yeah, it was great, like as well as the storytelling, to just see it come through in such a beautiful way. I think I have time for like one more, so I'll sneak it in. But obviously you guys all have these superpowers, which is so cool. But I would love to know, like in real life, which superpower would you not want to have?
Oh!
Yes!
Yes.
That's all I want as an interviewer, is this reaction. Thank you.
What would I not want?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a question.
Want.
You know what? Invisibility.
Okay.
Because like,
look at you, you're here.
Like I would like, invisibility is just a bit like, I feel like it's a cop out. It's just like, oh, what, I don't want to be here? Invisible. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want invisibility, so.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't want the power of being able to read people's minds. I think that would just...
That's a good one.
That will frustrate me, that will throw me... I don't want to know anything, I'd rather just not know. And the minute I know, it's just going to spoil our relationship, everything. Like, just, I wouldn't want to have that power.
Very good.
That would...
I'd be paranoid.
I'll be paranoid. Walking down the street and then you can just hear everything that...
Cameron, you know what? Before you go, I want to say, as a Doctor Who fan, low-key, I wouldn't want to time travel. Because I wouldn't want to know when I die.
No, neither. The more I think of it, the more I don't really want any of them. Do you have one in particular?
Kind of.
That you don't want.
To add to your point, in a way, I wouldn't want to manipulate time. I feel like whatever's meant to be will, and that's it. So I wouldn't want that responsibility.
Yeah, I love that. I don't think I have time for another one, do I? No, we got to shake.